Hello and welcome to TGI Friday. Rasaji Speaks, or as we like to call it in training, Shangri-La Friday. Shangri-La Friday. A lot of people say that Tibet is the Shangri-La of the world. Shangri-La. Today's title for our TGIF message is Creative Learning Experiences, the Art of Being a Teacher. Wow. You know, I knew early on about teachers. I walked out of a primitive Baptist church in 1964. Where were you in 1964? I was only 8 years old. My uncle was preaching, my dad's first cousin, and they looked enough like to be brothers. I mean, they really looked a lot alike. Dad had been snoring most of the service. And he looks to me and he says, "Little man, what did you think of the message today?" And I looked at him and I said, "I'm just curious, Uncle. Who was Jesus's teacher?" He looked at me like, oh my God. My dad looked to my mom and said, "He's your son, Mary. He's your son. He's not my son." I'm going, oh my God. Dad's selling me out. He's throwing me under the bus. What kind of deal is this? And then he goes after an 8-year, and I said, "You should go after my dad. He was the one snoring in B flat. You need to go after him." Who knows? Maybe that influenced me. A couple of years later, my body would die on the operating table. Just 4 years later, I would go to heaven and I would meet Jesus and Mary. And I would meet Bo Young, my mentor, Lama Ji, for the first time in this lifetime. And he would tell me it's okay. Jesus and Mary would say, "It's okay. This he's cool. You know, he looks a little different. The color of his skin's a little different. Eyes are shaped a little different. He has less hair than you do, but he's okay." And then a good 6, 7 years later, in the physical, I meet the same guy. And then a couple of years later, I'm walking with him up to a mountaintop. And I'm about 8,000 to 9,000 feet in elevation, a little mud hut for 45-day renewal that we offer here for free. It's circleachi.com. And I'm sitting there and I'm contemplating, what am I going to do with my life? Well, I had some profound insight and revelations. Talking for 45 days. Heck, I didn't even talk the whole first year before that. So now my meditation was really, really deep. Heard the blood flow out of the chambers of my heart. I'm walking down with Bo Young on the 46th day, and I'm going, he goes, "What puzzles you?" I said, "What am I going to be able to tell these people? I'm just now 20, 21 years old. I know people are going to come in. They're all going to be 30, 40, 50, maybe even 60. I thought at that time, 60 was ancient. Because it's 20-year-old. Of course, I would think 60 is ancient, right? Hard to believe that I'm almost 70 today. 60 doesn't seem ancient anymore. Isn't that funny how that works? Tickles the llama. So I'm thinking about it. And so I thought about it. I trained some more, did some more. And periodically, I would share this with somebody, and I'd share that with somebody. Maybe figure eight over here, maybe body twist over there, maybe the crane exercise here, maybe Tai Chi swim there, and they would get benefit. And I'd get a Western Union notice or something back in those days, way before internet or any kind of email or smartphone or laptop, trying to goose me to teach. When are you going to teach? When are you going to teach? I said, I don't know. I said, I'm still young. I mean, I don't know if I have enough knowledge, enough understanding. I don't want to misrepresent this beautiful art that I've learned. About 14, 15 years into it, all of a sudden it's 1983. It's time for Lamaji to teach. So I go out there and share the little bit that I knew. One thing I knew for sure was these exercises and these meditation and prayers were incredible because they completely changed my life. Right? And at 26, when I finally started teaching, I had more energy than I had at 12, 13 after a year of surgery. Just going into early puberty and early kundalini development. I had now more energy at 26, 27. It's hard to believe this. 40 years ago, I've been teaching. Whoosh, like one breath, it went by. Wow. I've learned a few things. I don't know everything. I'm far from knowing everything. Understanding teaching and understanding God's will and God's way a little bit is very, well, it very much touches your heart in a way. I've developed a little patience over the year. I had none then. I developed some peace over the years. I had none then. I've developed some prosperity along the way. I had none then. I've developed real friendships. I might have had one or two then. It's been an amazing journey. I'm very appreciative for everyone that's been in my life in this incarnation. I'm very grateful and very thankful to my strongest hearts. I look forward to today's training. It will mean a lot to Lama. I hope it means a little bit to you. Baraka Bashai, may the blessings be to you and to your glorious family. So I see you again. Oye, goye. I love you very much. See you soon. Enjoy your weekend with your family and with your God. And don't forget to be a blessing in somebody's life that they can't be for themselves. God be with you and your family.